Hey guys, Fixed here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to replace valve cover gaskets on a 1995 Ford F-150 with the 5.8 or 351 Windsor. So first what you're going to need is a standard tool set, which you need an extension, a 3/8 ratchet, and 11mm socket. That's about it. You're going to need a pair of needle nose pliers, or regular pliers will work as well, and a flathead screwdriver, and then obviously your new gaskets. I got mine from the Permadry Plus Velcro, the improved design ones with the compression stops. Okay, so first what you need to do is open your hood, obviously. Okay, so my passenger side valve cover gasket is still good. That's the one that's a bitch to get because it's underneath your plenum. It's underneath this fucker. This is just from a spare motor I have. So yeah, it's actually like underneath here. So you actually have to take this off to get the passenger side. I don't have to do that because that's still good. I'm just doing the driver's side one. So to get at the driver's side, your coil and then vacuum thingy-mabopper sits over that. So there's two little nuts you have to take off there and then flip it out of the way. And you don't have to remove your intake, but you do have to disconnect this tube here. I'm just going to remove the intake just to make it easier. And then there's 6 bolts that go around that hold it on, and then it comes off. So I will go ahead and remove a couple things, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got the intake off and I got the coil out. You can see there's this, where the 2 bolts go onto these 2 studs for the intake manifold there. And then there's these 2 clips that hold this plastic wiring harness thing onto the valve cover bolts. Mine, I've already taken them off. That's what you need the flathead and the needle nose for. So you see it just comes up. You can pull it out of the way. Maybe. Yeah, that's out of the way enough. And now you just got the 6 bolts around the valve cover, and I'll be right back once I got it off. Ready, I've got all the bolts off. You shouldn't have to disconnect your spark plug wires, but if you need to, you can. You should be able to just move backwards, and just forwards and out. See, I've had this off before because I accidentally bought the wrong gaskets, so I've already cleaned it up. It was covered in grime and shit though. And then the gaskets stuck on. So these have like a metal outer edge with like a silicone inner edge, or rubber I guess, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, they're weird, and yeah, so that's the old gasket, which can go right in there. And we got a new gasket here. Make sure that it lines up right. Looks like it will line up pretty well. Okay. Now we can just throw a new gasket in here. Just like that. And you can slide this back in here. And make sure it's not sitting on anything of importance. Should. Okay. I'll be right back once I get all the bolts back in. Alrighty, it's on, it's tight. Now the rest is pretty much straightforward. You just got to put your coil back on, like that. Sits down right on there. And make sure this is out of the way. Maybe. Come on, you stupid wire. There we go. So that's out of the way. Just gotta tighten those 2, put your intake back on, and you're good to go. like I said, if you were needing to do the passenger side as well, you have to take the upper intake plenum off, which means you have to disconnect this coolant line, this vacuum line here, this coolant line. You'd have to take your EGR off, just disconnect it. You have to disconnect all these vacuum lines up here, like label them, disconnect them. Your throttle linkages, and then I would just pull the whole throttle body off with it, just like this here. Then you have to disconnect your IAC sensor, or your IAC valve, sorry. Your throttle position sensor down here. Yeah, and then there's 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's a shitty 6th one in here that you need a T30 bits, Torx bit to get off, and then that'll come right out, and then then it's just the 6 bolts over there for the valve cover, and then yeah, it's that easy to change a valve cover gasket, or if you're putting new valve covers on these trucks. 87 to 96, this would work, and then the 97 F-250 and 350 that have the 5.8 in them, this will work for as well. It's pretty straightforward. Keep posted. We got more stuff going on this truck. I'm putting the manifolds back on because my headers that I have on here just keep on blowing gaskets, so I'm basically saying fuck it. I just cleaned up the manifolds, painted them with a high heat black. Yeah, and I got rad cap, thermostat, new rad, gasket can fit for that. Yeah, and then eventually fenders because can't probably see that, but it's rusted right out. But yeah, keep posted, and you guys have a nice day.